what? It better be no filter, news and talk. It better be no filter, news and talk. It better be no filter, news and talk. It better. What's up, everybody? Make sure you check out Dope Appeal on Instagram at _DOPEAPPEAL. Dope Appeal. Dope Appeal have all your custom t-shirt needs. That's right. You can match Dope Appeal up with any shoe, any purse, any accessory. So don't forget to check out Dope Appeal on Instagram. Dope Appeal have all the latest designs. I'm talking about from zebra print. They have the socks, they have the hats from the zebra to the Louis Vuitton print, all of it. Make sure you check out Dope Appeal. You got to have that Dope Appeal. Once again, that _DOPEAPPEAL. Shop Dope Appeal. And if you go to Dope Appeal right now, you can receive 25% off. Yes, 25% off. Just tell them No Filter News sent you. Shop Dope Appeal. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Filter News and Talk, and it's your girl Ingrid. Welcome back. Now, this right here, I want to shed some light on something, and it's about traveling abroad. I know there's a lot of reports going on, and they've been there. They've been in the news. A lot of them have been swept under the rug, but I want to talk to y'all about some things that's been going on, and it's been brought to my attention, and I want to bring it to your attention. I know that this time of year a lot of people travel. They're about to take vacations. um they get extra money. It might even be extra money from tax time, even though that time is a little bit over, but it's a lot of people doing a lot of traveling, and we have to be safe, and we have to look out for each other and bring each other this type of information. Now, in Jamaica, they have they've been really sweeping under the rug a lot of rapes. Yes, they've been really sweeping under the rug a lot of rapes. And people are just now like really trying to bring it to the light, but they say absolutely do not go anywhere alone in Jamaica. Like in your hotel, they have sexual predators in the hotel. It was a couple reports where two young ladies recently was saying that they were sexually assaulted, and they were from Detroit, Michigan. And it was another one where a young lady said that she woke up crying on the floor, naked in the shower, with choke marks on her neck and scratches on her body. Wow. And she was at the Sandals Resort. So they say that it's a lot of sexual predators. I mean, even if you think you finna just go walk and get some ice or do something, these people are come up raped. These women are end up being raped. Always, always, always try to go with somebody. So I the next thing I want to talk about is the Dominican Republic. Now I've been there. It's absolutely beautiful. I loved everything pretty much about the country. But before first of all, I went with my sister. Before we went, I did tons of research. I mean, as much as I possibly could, but this is a whole new country. Now, by the grace of God, I was able we were able to meet up with a driver that had American ties, and he just happened to be a good guy. He's such a good guy. And to the point that he even calls and check on us right to this day. And we call and check on him. We develop a very good relationship. But sometimes people don't have that experience. Everyone do not have that experience that we had. And a couple of cases is what I'm talking about is the case where Orlando Moore, 43, and Portia Ravenelle, 51, of Mount Vernon, Mount Vernon, New York, um, where they was traveling, and next thing you know, their bodies were found. Yeah, so this report right here says the rental car, a Mount Vernon couple, was driving at the time of their fatal crash has been recovered, and the Kia rented by Orlando Moore and Portia Ravenelle was recovered from the sea near kilometer 19 of Las Americas Highway on Friday afternoon, police said Sunday. The car was hardly recognizable, police said. Moore and Ravenelle died after their rental car plunged into the water as they headed to the airport at the end of their Caribbean vacation. The investigation has not yet determined a cause of the accident, police said. Now, they were out and they met up with another couple. They ended up meeting another couple and they had a good time. The other couple was Shell Freeman and Carter Warrington. And they met up. They were horseback riding. They was out having drinks. I'm talking about they had an absolutely good time. But I'm not sure how the other couple traveled. But Porta, is it Porta? And Orlando, they decided to get a rental car because they needed to catch their flight at 2 a.m. in the morning. So being in the Dominican and doing a little research in the Dominican, and before I even went, I was always told never ever drive. The driving is absolutely crazy. It's nothing like what we experience. The driving is horrible. So being there, I saw like how in the hell do these people drive? It's like they have their own rules, and they will. Um, I can't even describe it, but that's their rules. But I was always told never ever rent a car because it's especially if you're trying to make it to the beach and it's just so many it's unfamiliar territory, and you're by these huge island. I mean it's like huge, I'm sorry, huge body of water. It's just something that you just don't want to do. But the couple the couple who stayed in Samana, um on the north end of the island, was driving to the airport more than 100 miles away to catch their 2 a.m. flight home on March 27, according to Cheryl Freeman, a tourist from Nova Scotia. That's the couple who they met. And it said the couple drove down interior roads towards Las Americas coastal highway that would have led them to the airport. And so it was like one thing that kind of stuck out to me. It says the crash was believed to occur around kilometer 19 of the highway, which is about 10 or 15 minutes from the airport. So it was like they were right there. According to a spokesman from the Office of the Reorganization of Traffic, the Dominican Republic's Department of Transportation. The spokesman said that that stretch of the highway is in good condition. I didn't understand what they meant by that. But anyway, they end up finding their bodies like crazy. It's really sad. Like they went to have a good time to. So I guess they don't have a update. They don't have an update about what happened. But The U.S. Embassy is on it and they're trying to still figure out what happened to this couple. And it says Ravenelle was found badly injured, but she was alive along the road and was taken to the hospital, but there was no ID with her. And she was still unidentified April 4th when she died in the hospital. And Moore's badly decomposed body washed ashore on March the 31st, about 13 miles away in San Sui. I don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah, that's crazy. And she was still alive. And she passed away in the hospital. And whew, I've heard stories about those Dominican hospitals. It's like, especially if you're not fluent in Spanish, you have to, or you have, like, you gotta have some, you gotta know somebody over there. That's just point blank period. I really can't sugarcoat it at all. You have to know somebody that knows the country, because if you go over there blind, you gonna end up um in some bad situations. So now that happened in what, March? So then you have a whole another couple just recently. And this is like the second African American couple that they found. Now this one is kind of strange. The other one I could kind of see how maybe they kind of went off over, over the cliff or did something like that. And it also says that the rental car company where they rented the car from, they advised them, hey, don't roll the window down, don't stop for nobody, just keep going. See, stuff like that. And I'm telling you, it's real over there. It's real. You pretty much have to know somebody. Like I said before, it was by the grace of God that we were by our hotel, and we were by our hotel and we were walking down. Actually, we were on like a strip of hotels. So we were walking to another hotel which is like right by each other. They like right by each other. And we saw a guy from Michigan, and he was American, but he was with the taxi driver. And so they was like, hey, 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 trying to get our attention. We like, we good, we good. But then we end up stopping, after he was talking to us, and he's talking to us in English. And I'm like, okay. So we end up stopping to talk to him, and he introduced us to the cab guy. And we've been friends ever since then. And when I tell y'all that this guy was God sent, this guy was God sent, because we could have fell into the wrong hands. Now let's get into the second couple. The second couple, let's see. It's crazy. It's less than 2 months after authorities in the Dominican Republic found the bodies of missing African American couples from New York. Another black couple from the States were found dead in their hotel room while vacationing on the island, authorities say. According to People on Thursday, the couple identified as Edward Nathaniel Holmes, 63, and Cynthia Ann Day, 49, of Maryland, were found dead in Playa Nueva Romana. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Resort, according to a statement released by the resort. Hotel officials were alerted after Holmes and Day missed their scheduled checkout from their rooms. When the hotel staff let themselves in, the engaged pair were found lying there unresponsive. Reports say there were no signs of violence, and the Dominican Republic National Police confirmed an autopsy concluded that respiratory failure and pulmonary edema were the causes of death. It should have never happened. Holmes' daughter, Dewan Holmes Hampton, Dejan, I guess that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, it says medication for high blood pressure was found in the room. Both of them was on high blood pressure medication. And the hotel has expressed their sympathy to the family, stating, "We are deeply saddened by the incident at one of our hotels in Los Romana, Dominican Republic, and we want to express our deepest condolences to their family and friends." But given that this comes just days after a Delaware woman alleged that she was attacked and left for dead while on a January vacation in the Dominican Republic. Department of State says they are working with local authorities on the investigation. Crazy. Back in April, okay, so I already told y'all that story, but yeah, that is really, really kind of like crazy. So everybody out there, be safe. I know people want to go on vacations, and for the ladies and the men that's doing medical tourism over there, you really have to be careful. You really have to do your research. You really need ties over there. You need someone from that country over there to basically speak on your behalf when the time comes. I mean, you really do. And you cannot just go wandering and think you just going to wander by yourself. You cannot do it. And you take that advice for anywhere. You you really have to just always do your research. Like, and when I say do your research, I'm talking about pull up hotel reviews. Pull up hotel reviews. Um Try to let me see, map out and just view over there from the front, the back, the side. I mean, like over here, you know how we could do a street view, but over there, I mean, just like really do your research on where you're going, what's next to the hotel, what's around the hotel. Just really do your research, and always, always have a buddy system. And everybody who tell you, "Hey, come go with me, come over here, let's," no, we're not going nowhere. Have a specific point you know of where you're going for your entertainment. Don't just, okay, well, we're gonna wander here, we no. Just like if you see that some nightclub is a hot nightclub, do your reviews on it. Read the reviews, do your research on it, and just always try to be safe, everyone. But this is just too bad. But the woman who, I mean, she was beat. She was beat pretty bad. And I'm gonna get off into a little bit of her story. She was really beat bad. She said that she was beat so bad and left for dead over there. So yeah, everybody keep your eyes open. But that's my time. I just want to bring y'all this story because I know a lot of y'all is vacationing this summer. So that's my time. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And bye.